Hello, property nomads. Hope you're doing well. So, yet another council in London is looking at opening an LTN, which is a low traffic neighbourhood. This is despite the fact that in other parts of London, it's proven that they don't work, that they add a lot of confusion, will increase traffic. And you do have to wonder why this council is doing it, but also wonder why people just don't seem to want to learn from the mistakes of others. Let us go to a screen share and let's see who is in trouble, who's on the naughty step. And the council on the naughty step now is Greenwich Council. So they've unveiled a plan, an 18-month trial plan for the low traffic neighbourhood, because this is needed in order to help tackle air pollution, improve road safety, and reduce traffic. So let's look at those points one by one. Tackle air pollution. When you divert all this traffic into more concentrated routes, bear in mind, for those of you that aren't familiar with Greenwich, it's what I would class as southeast London, just south of the River Thames. So it's in a very, or relatively highly densely populated area. And getting in and out of there, it can be quite challenging at the best of times. But of course, Greenwich Council want to claim that the LTN would tackle air pollution. Of course, now we've heard this before, haven't we? What's going to happen? Of course, when you block off certain roads and you block off certain access points, people are going to flood into either the main roads, and where there's probably going to be bus lanes and loads of traffic lights, people are going to be idling their engines, and I would imagine that would create actually more air pollution than it would do to help reduce it. But hey, what do I know? I've just seen what happens in London. Improve road safety. I haven't really got a comment on that because in our videos on here, we've never actually looked at the road safety aspect of implementing such things. So don't really have a comment to make on that. It might improve road safety. It might not improve road safety. I don't know. And reduce traffic. Well, that goes hand in hand with tackle air pollution, because will it reduce traffic? Yes, an LTN, sorry, will reduce traffic on the immediate roads that it affects. But if you're used to driving up and down those roads and you're not able to do so anymore, what you will find is you will then you'll find other ways of getting to where you need to go. And of course, if more people are doing that because a route's been cut off, again, they're going to go to the main roads or all the other surrounding roads. That would, I imagine, increase traffic in those areas, not actually reduce traffic. But of course, the low traffic neighbourhood will come in because it's, of course, gone through consultation, and the final decision has been made by the Cabinet Member for Climate Action, Sustainability and Transport. Yeah, of course. Now, Greenwich Council was smart about it. They would have looked at Lambeth Council, because Lambeth Council have overturned their LTNs because of the amount of traffic that they were creating in and around the area, especially I think it's on the A24. Absolute chaos. We've done videos on that before. As with any LTN, the traffic measure will be imposed through part-time camera control restrictions on certain streets within the borough. Right, so how's that being paid for? All of these low traffic neighbourhood schemes, how are they being paid for? Is it coming from central government? If so, are they printing that currency from the Bank of England? So in that case, it's inflationary. Is it coming from the local council? Which, if it is, then your council tax is paying for this. All of these schemes and measures in order to protect the people through a cleaner environment and a cleaner climate, which is more nonsense anyway. If that's coming from your council tax bill and you live in Greenwich, then unlucky. I'd be challenging this if this is me, because it doesn't sound quite right. The restrictions are being placed weekdays during peak hours between 7 and 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and will stop through traffic on certain roads in West and East Greenwich. Well, depending on what sort of low traffic neighbourhood incentives are being put in, i.e. if it's only big enough for a bicycle to get through or a moped to get through, then although those restrictions are going to be to 7 hours of each day, actually they're going to turn into 24-hour restrictions. If a car is not able to get through, then what's the point? Of course, the LPN follows a consultation with residents, for which the council received over 8,000 responses. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of more people that live in that area, but hey ho. And of course, the trial will be implemented with extended exemptions for blue badge holders, taxis, private hire vehicles, council refuse vehicles, etc., etc., etc. I won't go through the rest of that. You can look at that yourself. We'll put the link into the show notes or in the description box below. But it seems to be a bit daft that all Greenwich Council have got to do is look at Lambeth Borough Council, look at other councils in and around London to work out that LTNs don't work, or at least don't lie about why you're putting them in. Because although I don't have the finances of Greenwich Council available, what I would imagine is that if they are a little bit short of change, then just hold your hands up, Greenwich Council. Just say, we're a bit poor at the moment because we're not really good at maintaining our funds. We need a bit of a cash cow, and this is what we're doing. So unlucky, we're going to go ahead of it anyway. As bad as that sounds, you'd probably get a bit more respect that way than trying to do it for the climate, for traffic control, for the better health and well-being of our constituents, because we want cleaner air, etc., etc., etc. I'm not saying that cleaner air is a bad thing, but LTNs don't really actually help that at all. I should just be honest and say you need a bit of a cash cow, and I think you'd actually get a bit more respect than going through the usual banner of climate and environment, and sustainability, and all of that crap that comes with it. It's just really not good. I would have thought you would have learned your lessons now, but hey ho, what do I know? I'm merely giving out my grumblings to the world. That being said, please do subscribe to the channel and use the bell notification thing. Click on that so you get updated as and when new video content comes out. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.